not just go to the playoffs, but win a World Series.
Juan Soto is the best player in the game.
It's gonna be really exciting. I wish good luck to the other pitch. I just hear it's 75 sunny every day.
I'd say welcome home now.
All the good vibes that I have to bring here is just to win.
A little bit extra fuel on the fire to be here and to be, in the hunt.
There's a lot of guys from different countries, different cities, different cultures. But at the end of the day, we're gonna make it as a one culture, and we're gonna make our own culture.
He's got a ring with the Astros, and he wants one here. And I think we have the pieces in place for us to give him another one for sure.
It feels really pumped to be here. It's a very exciting moment to come over to a team that has a chance to go all the way.
The time is now for the Padres.
Our very first look in San Diego at Juan Soto in a Padres uniform. He just took the field, the loudest we have heard Petco Park all year. It is Game 4 of a 5-game series between the Colorado Rockies and the San Diego Padres from Petco Park in San Diego. Welcome inside the broadcast booth, everybody. I'm Don Orsillo along with Mark Grant. Welcome to Padres Baseball. Well, yesterday we got the news that Juan Soto was coming here to be a member of the San Diego Padres. Tonight he's here. He's in the lineup. What can we expect, Mark Grant?
Well, he has injected some life here at Petco Park, but injecting some power and some average and some nasty numbers in the number 2 spot. Since 2019, the OPS, this is ranked first. On-base percentage, .433, yes, first. How about the slugging percentage? Yes, extra bases, home runs. Speaking of home runs, 10th with 97. This guy's a 2-time All-Star. He's a batting champ. He has a World Series championship ring. He's trying to bring that to San Diego.
Well, last night we heard of the passing of our great friend Vin Scully, and across Major League Baseball there's going to be a moment of silence tonight. Let's join public address announcer Alex Miniak.
Fans, yesterday the baseball community suffered a tremendous loss with the passing of Vin Scully. One of the greatest voices in all of sports, Scully was the voice of the Brooklyn and Los Angeles Dodgers for 67 years. He was synonymous with baseball, and we are forever grateful for his impact on our national pastime and generation of its fans. Please join us in a moment of silence as we remember Vin Scully.
Welcome back to Petco Park as newly acquired first baseman Josh Bell warms up, getting ready to make his Padres debut along with Juan Soto. The two of them acquired from the Washington Nationals yesterday in what was a blockbuster trade. They flew to San Diego last night, spent today meeting their teammates and learning the organization and getting ready to play in what looks to be a sellout crowd here at Petco Park. Both of them very excited to be here and excited to be part of an organization that is contending for a championship. Take a listen.
I mean, our why is always to win, and to be a part of a club that's been doing it all year. It's just going to be easy for me to slide in and just do my thing and help the team. Coming from a losing team, obviously it's tough when you don't play well and you're not winning. But on this team, I could have an off day and we could still win by 6 or 7 runs. So I'm definitely pumped to be a part of it.
No, I just gonna bring the same Juan Soto they've been knowing in DC. Just keep treating people as I've been treated, and just come here to win. It's a very exciting moment to come over to a team that has a chance to go all the way, and I'm more than happy to do it.
Coming up, it's Blake Snell on the mound, making that second half push. He's been excellent since the All-Star break. Padres, Rockies, first pitch up next on Valley Sports, San Diego.
Sports presents Padres Baseball, brought to you by Petco, official partner of the San Diego Padres. By Jack in the Box, craving a home run? Well, root on your Padres so you can get a free Jumbo Jack with a large drink purchase the day after the game. Now also on the Jack app. By Pacifico. Pacifico is a rich golden lager brewed for those who follow their own path. Pacifico, live life anchors up. and by Valley View Casino and Hotel. Join the most generous Players Club in Southern California and receive over $100 in free instant offers, no strings attached. Welcome to Petco Park in San Diego, as Juan Soto has taken his spot in right field, coming out to a standing ovation here at Petco Park. It's time now for the weather report, brought to you by HES Solar. 75 degrees, 9 miles per hour, the breeze from the northwest. The forecast is cloudy, but right now lots of blue sky above Petco Park and comfortable conditions for Game 4 of this 5-game series. Well, the Rockies are still here. It feels like they've moved in some ways. The Rockies lineup is brought to you by Appliance Alley. Charlie Blackmon is the DH, leading it off with Jose Iglesias at shortstop, C.J. Cron at first base, Brendan Rodgers at second with Randall Grichuk in right field. Elias Diaz does the catching with Jonathan Daza in center, Connor Joe in left field with Elihuris Montero at third base, batting ninth. Let's take a look at the keys to the game, brought to you by Hyundai.
All right, well, we've got a couple of additions if you've been out of town in the last few hours, but hey, ring the Soto bell. Get it? Key to the game, win the leather battle. Rockies not that good defensively. Padres have got a good team defensively. He's gotten better. Those are the keys to the game. Blake Snell on the hill today. 29-year-old making his 13th start of this season. Petco Park for the fourth time. It's the fourth time he's going to face the Rockies. Opponent's hitting .225. Blake Snell's got the four-seam fastball, the slider, the curveball, and the changeup. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, there is a buzz downtown. So glad you could join us. Against these Colorado Rockies as Charlie Blackmon steps up to home plate. Stepping up to the mic is the voice of the San Diego Padres, Don Orsillo. Donnie?
Thanks very much, Mudley. Here we go. Game 4 of the 5-game series against the Colorado Rockies, as Charlie Blackmon does indeed stand in on the left side. Snellzilla ready to work, and his first pitch of the night is right down the middle for strike one. This place is electric tonight. This is the loudest I think I've heard this ballpark all season long.
When Juan Soto ran out to right field to do his sprints and his warming up.
There's a chopper right side to Cronenworth, running in, flips to first, one away.
I honestly got goosebumps. This place erupted.
Have come out in a very big way. I have never seen more people in Gallagher Square than I do tonight. Out there in right center field on top of the Western Metal Supply Company building, the standing room areas here. This place is jammed. With one away, Jose Iglesias standing in. Jammed and fouls it off to the right, out of play. 3:13 to start the night for Iglesias. It's been quite a year for him. 3 homers, 37 runs batted in. Always great defensively at shortstop. Playing in his 90th game of the year. And down on the count, 0-2. Snell's got the good hard stuff tonight. 97 on the gas so far in the early going.
Yeah, he's got that fastball. Then if he locates, he can have some success in that sweeping breaking ball down and into the righty. But he will go up the ladder with that heater.
Tried to get him to go up the ladder that time, but too high at 96. Iglesias has played for the Red Sox, the Tigers, the Reds, the Orioles, the Angels, and now in his first year with the Rockies. Waiting on a 1-2 pitch. Struck him out for strikeout of the night for Blake Snell. 2 down. Let's check out the introduction that Soto got. Two down for C.J. Cron. From the top rafters of Petco Park, they could be heard. Cron at 278, 22 home runs, 72 runs batted in for the Rockies All-Star. Cranks one foul off to the right, out of play. Now let's take a look at the players in the field presented by the Players Club at Valley View Casino. It's Profar, Grisham, and Soto in the outfield. Third to first, Machado, Kim, Cronenworth, and Bell, with Alfaro doing the catching for Snell. It was a 1-1 from Snell. And a swing and a miss for strike 2. Good slider snapped off.
Snellzilla's got to be feeding off this crowd as well. Everybody in a Padre uniform.
Reaches out, pokes it foul down the right field line, out of play.
Monumental trade, no doubt about it. The additions that the Padres just acquired, no doubt about it. I'm so happy for the Padre fan that's been around here for a long, long time. Again, a chance to see Juan Soto and Josh Bell and Brandon Drury and Josh Hader.
1-2 is low and inside. You spent time with both gentlemen today, Soto and Bell. Your thoughts?
Great kids, first of all. Juan Soto is like a player, like he's played in the league 8 to 10 years. His baseball acumen, his approach to hitting.
Swing and a miss. Gets away briefly from Alfaro. Not even going to run is Crone. Back-to-back strikeouts. When we come back, we'll see the first AB in a Padres uniform for Juan Soto. The first from Petco Park in San Diego. Let's check out the Padres starting lineup, brought to you by Mozzie Heating, Air, and Solar. Jurickson Profar is in left field. Juan Soto bats second in right. Manny Machado at third base with Josh Bell at first. It is Jake Cronenworth sliding down to second base in this lengthy lineup that has Brandon Drury making his Padres debut. Jorge Alfaro does the catching with Trent Grisham in center and Ha-Sung Kim at shortstop. Bats out of the 9 spot. On the mound is Chad Kuhl.
29-year-old, we've seen it before, the right-hander. Makes his 20th start as a Rocky tonight, 11th on the road, 3rd against the Padres. Made 2 starts against the Padres 2022, posting an 8 ERA. Opponents hitting .268 in 98 innings for Chad Kuhl.
Jurickson Profar to lead it off. He has been on fire lately atop the Padres order. And swings at the first pitch, pops it up, foul ground third base way. Montero is over, and he'll make the catch for out number 1. 1 down in the first inning. Here comes Juan Soto in his Padres debut. The Friar faithful standing is 1 for Juan Soto. Ball 1.
He looks great in that uniform, doesn't he, Donnie?
Yeah, he does. Two and 0. Tried the changeup and he has just missed, if he is missing at all.
You know, those 2 pitches lit up. Could be 0-2, but nobody knows the strike zone better than Juan Soto. Maybe his reputation gave him those 2 calls right there.
I love how much he moves in the box. I've noticed it over the years with the Nationals. Always the what would you call them, happy feet? They're always moving around. It's always kind of like he's dancing in the box. 3-0 pitch. I'd green light him. I don't know about you.
Hey, if it's in your zone, go to Hacken.
They'll take a 4-pitch walk instead. Aboard with 1 out. Let's check out the sequence.
Well, first at bat as a Padre, Juan Soto. The first pitch is going to look at a fastball down. Could have been a strike. The second pitch, this one leaks in. It's an off-speed pitch. He's in the driver's seat. He's not even going to bite at that one. Do a little dance. Walk on down to first base after ball 4.
Does not chase at all. 21.6%, second lowest chase rate. The average is 33.1, well below that is Juan Soto. On at first with one out for Manny Machado. .288, 18 homers, 58 runs batted in. Line to center field. Daza going back, going to be over his head. Going to one hop the wall. Running is Soto. He will get to third. To second, standing with a double goes Machado. Second and third with one away.
Not a shocker as Manny goes down and gets this one, and he squares it up. This ball is shellacked to center field. Dudley, the opposing pitcher, is going to have their work cut out for him when you look at 1 through 4, and also sometimes in the middle of the lineup and the bottom, he had to hold up a little bit, but Matt Williams puts up the stop sign. Padres threatening here in the first.
Second and third with one away for Josh Bell, his debut. He's had a great year. Swing and a miss for strike one. Chase that knuckle curve from Cool. 301 average for Bell this season with 14 round trippers. 57 runs batted in for the former Pittsburgh Pirate prior to his stop with the Nationals. Seen plenty of them over the years. Good player. In the dirt, did he go? No, he did not. And they check with Adrian Johnson. Craving a home run? Well, root on your Padres so you can get a free Jumbo Jack with a large drink purchase a day after the game. Now also on the Jack app.
You know what this lineup is going to do, even with Bell batting fourth, probably going to see a lot of pitches from the opposing pitchers. A, they're going to be careful, and if you throw them in the zone, there's a chance they're going to be rattling that ball into the gaps for some base hits.
Takes the strike, not sure it was. Bell has questions.
Now there's a ball down and in, missing. Cool gets the call. Four-seamer bringing it back.
Second and third, one out. Close pitch, but it was away. Did he go? No. Another check with Adrian Johnson. Soto at third, Machado at second, one away. Foul down by the shoe tops. It's a piece of the umpire. Hangs at 2-2.
That is a big kid, Josh Bell. That's a big strike zone, but big power as well. Switch hitter splits. Doing a fine job this season.
Both sides. In the dirt, full count.
Donnie, I don't think I've seen this many Friar faithful standing on their feet in the bottom of the first inning here at Petco.
Ever. Payoff pitch to Josh Bell. In the dirt, ball four, bases loaded, filled with Friars. 2 walks in the first by Cole. Time now for the Callaway long ball with Jake Cronenworth coming up. Cronenworth in Colorado off Chad Cole. Sent it to the Colorado Crone Zone, 422 feet away, 100.3 miles per hour in the exit velocity, and the launch angle at 30 degrees. Darryl Scott, the pitching coach, out there to try to calm down Cool before this gets away from him.
Well, with this lineup newly constructed for the Padres, it's going to cause a lot of havoc, and we've witnessed it firsthand already. After the pop-up, Soto's up, pitching very carefully. Ball 4, Manny gets a good pitch hit. Rat-tat-tats it to the gap for the double. Very careful to Bell. Now an RBI opportunity for Jake Cronenworth.
There's the breakdown so far. It's not been great for Cool. How about this lineup when you add Fernando Tatis Jr.?
Thank you very much, right?
Wow. So Cronenworth batting 5th with the bases loaded, 1 out here in the bottom of the 1st inning. Strike 1. Grab that inside corner at 95. It's a 2-seamer from Cool. Cronenworth at 241. Double figures in home runs now at 10. 52 runs batted in. OPS at 737. Inside, and it hits him. That'll bring Soto in from 3rd, and the Padres have a 1-0 lead. Cronenworth will pick up an RBI, hit by the pitch with the bases loaded.
Any old way you can get a run. Boy, that ball is yanked. The 2-seamer off the right foot. Jake will gladly take one for the team. Pass it on to the next guy.
Brandon Drury. His first debut in a Padres uniform. Coming over from the Cincinnati Reds. Having a great year. 20 home runs this year with Cincinnati. 59 runs batted in. 274 average in his first 92 games of the year. Drury to left field. Connor Joe going back. Brandon Drury now plays in Slam Diego. Brandon Drury, in his first debut in a Padres uniform, hits a grand slam. Why? Because he's in Slam Diego. You didn't know about the Polaroid. You got to take the Polaroid. Ball 1.
You know, sometimes there are guys on teams newly acquired. Soto, Bell, Drury. You know, the spotlight is on Soto quite a bit, right? We've documented that. How about Brandon Drury coming up in that situation, getting a fat pitch, and making the Rockies feel Drury right about now. Nice, short, quick swing.
Alfaro grounds it foul. Knuckle curve from Cool, trying to find his bearing. Still has just 1 out in this inning. It is 5-0 Padres.
Oh, he's rattled.
How could he not be? Chopped down the third baseline. It is a foul ball, the indication. Very close to going over that bag at third. But Adrian Johnson standing right on the line and a good look. Montero wasn't sure, so he fired across. What a start for Brandon Drury. Seventh member of the Padres to bat here in this inning, and a ground ball right side. Brendan Rodgers on to first, and Alfaro retired for the second out of the inning. Well, since the Padres hit one out of the park, that guy did. You get a free jumbo jack with a large drink purchase tomorrow. Now also on the Jack app, use promo code home run. Go Padres. Here comes Trent Grisham batting out of the 8 spot. Grisham at 198. He was the hero in last night's game 2 of the day-night doubleheader with a walk-off home run for the Padres. His 13th of the year. 40 runs batted in to go along with the 13 home runs and up over 100 games. And that one almost hit him.
You know, I think with the additions, the Padres, we're going to see the walks go up. We're going to see the slugging percentage go up as this one almost hits Grisham. Cool. Having a rough time there. A lot of pitches out of the zone and some in the zone getting whacked around.
Great numbers against the Rockies in the season series. The school's kind of all over the place right now, and down in the count again, 2-0. This next pitch will be the 25th of this inning. Strike called, not sure it was, and Grisham has questions.
That's a long bottom of the first for Cool.
It's not over yet. John Grisham running a 7-game hitting streak coming in. Batting out of the 8 spot in this order and taking strike 2. Cool going to the curveball to get it. And a change in defense here with Montero, the third baseman, going over to the right side on the shift. With that second strike, he's going to go in between Crone and Iglesias on the right side. Actually, it's not. It's going to be Rodgers on that right side. Iglesias on the left side. Ball 3. Sung Kim out of the 9 spot for the Padres. That is strike 3 and the end of the first inning, but the damage has been done. Grand slam in his first at bat in a Padres uniform for Brandon Drury. Padres have a 5-0 lead after 1. 5-0. Padres have the lead, and we welcome all of those gentlemen to the Padres. Josh Bell, Juan Soto, Brandon Drury in a big way. Josh Hader. It's a great sign.
Love the homemade signs. Thank you very much. That's awesome. Keep them coming.
Brendan Rodgers to lead it off in the second. Snell had a 1-2-3 first inning. Did it on just 12 pitches. And a strike to start off Brendan Rodgers, right-handed hitting second baseman for the Rockies. It's Rodgers, Grichuk, and Diaz featured here in the second. Tap foul, 0-2.
Donnie, we know this season for any team ebbs and flows, right? One thing for sure, and we saw it in the first inning, that this pitching staff for now, the Padres, is hopefully going to get a little bit more love, more support, more wiggle room. Let's say a pitcher goes 5-6 innings and you're up by 4 runs or so. You give up a solo shot. Not a big deal, right?
In the past, it was.
Yeah.
It almost had to be perfect with the lack of runs that were handed out support-wise offensively for Blake Snell in particular, to be honest with you. I mean, he was 0-5 at one point, and there were a couple of those that he easily could have won with, I don't know, 3 or 4 runs maybe. It's a tough way to operate, I know that.
Yep.
A 1-2 pitch. Soft ground ball right side. Cronenworth slides to his left. One down in the second inning. When Padres pitchers canine, your canine or feline wins. If the Padres strike out 9 or more batters in a game, Petco members can visit participating Petco locations the next day to score a free dog or cat toy with an eligible purchase. Visit petco.com/PadresCanine for details. Snell has retired the first 4 Rockies he's faced in the game, and there's Randall Grichuk. Strike one.
Well, I love that. 96 in the zone. Don't try to be too fine. 5-0 lead early. Get ahead, expand the zone, take your chances that way for Blake Snell.
Strike two. A lot of fastballs early.
And why not, right? As a pitcher, prove to me that you can hit it. If I can place it where I want to, it's going to be a rough night for you. See if he goes out of the zone here.
He does, and he didn't chase, so a ball and 2 strikes now to Grichuk. Last 5 starts, 3-0. Remember, he was 0-5 at one point. Not anymore. Strike 3 call. 3rd strikeout of the night for Blake Snell.
Spot the fastball. 97 outside corner. Get up on top, let her rip. Hard
lot of
stuff,
gas.
right? Yeah. Hey, give me the hard stuff. Oh, he got it all right.
2 down, 5 in a row, retired by Snell. Elias Diaz in on the right side. Tardy on the cut. On the 97, it's 0-1. Six homers, 31 runs driven in for Diaz. Sharing time with Brian Serven behind the dish, doing the catching, and down 0-2. It seems like Snell's been ahead all night.
So key for Blake Snell to have confidence in that fastball. In the general area where Alfaro is set up. Hey, throw him another one. If you're going to throw him a breaking ball, bounce it. Oh, he wants a fastball away up.
Fly ball down the right field line, headed towards foul ground. Soto with a long run, but that'll get into the seats. And out of play. It's been a whirlwind 24 hours, really, for Soto and Bell, flying here last night during the game, and today starting this morning, arriving at the ballpark, meeting some of their new teammates. The press conference. Fly ball center field. Grisham going back. It'll stay in the yard, shy of the track. He'll bring it in. Inning and a half done from Petco Park. 5-0 Padres.
What do you make of what this lineup could be when everyone's healthy and everyone's in there?
It's gonna be really exciting. It's gonna be really tough to go through, and I wish good luck to the other pitch.
Yeah, that was Juan Soto answering a question on how scary this lineup can be. Well, we saw it in the first inning. This lineup got a lot deeper and more versatile in the last 24 hours. When you have a top of the order like Bob Melvin does tonight, you can't pitch around everyone. Every guy can do damage, and Don Mudd, this is without Fernando Tatis Jr. Imagine what it's going to be like when he gets back in there as well. It's scary to think about, right, guys?
Yeah, it is. I mean, that is going to be some kind of lineup. I mean, it just, the length of it is unbelievable. And like nothing ever seen before here.
And you're going to get pitchers rattled like cool. Believe me, been there, done that. You face a lineup, you start a ball game, you're in the stretch after the first hitter, second hitter.
This one is fouled off down below us. And both Bell and Soto today talking about the atmosphere that they saw here coming in with the Nationals at Petco Park, what it was like last year, and they know what it was going to be like tonight. And tonight, I got to tell you, it was off the charts.
Remember, Bob Melvin said the same thing, managing Oakland when they came here to play the Padres on a Tuesday night. It was packed. Everybody feeds off that, believe me. Those guys on that bench in that clubhouse cannot wait. Soto locked in, all business, chatting up with Grisham and Jake. The potential for a lot of fun in that dugout for the Padres.
Sung Kim taking a pitch low and away and evens the count at 2-2. Last 8 games, Kim hitting at .379. Overall, 249. 6 homers, 37 runs batted in. Line down the left field line, foul. Just kept hooking.
Ha-Sung Kim out in front just a little bit. Good hack, though. Nice level swing. Squared it up.
Kim batting out of the 9 spot to be followed by Profar and Soto here in the Padres' second inning. Reaches out, grounds one to third. Montero. Low throw, but it's dug out by Crone to retire Kim. Jurickson Profar coming up. He has been on fire. Winning his second AB of this game, but 13 for his last 23 in the last 5 games at .565. 3 home runs, 7 RBIs, 7 runs scored, and the OPS over 1,600. Multi-hit games in all 5 of those games.
I noticed Jurickson Profar getting to the fastball. There's been times when, he's pulled the fastball from the left side for the home run. Hey, the breaking ball in the zone, righty. Yes, he can rattle it down in that left field corner. But a great leadoff hitter.
Shows bunt, pulls it back, and takes strike 1. Juan Soto waiting on deck. He walked in his first plate appearance. Came around to score when Cronenworth was hit by a pitch with the bases loaded. Almost hit there was Profar. And a cool fastball running in.
It is so cool to watch Juan Soto on deck. I mean, he's watching Chad Kuhl's every move. He's taking some practice swings, but once he goes into the windup to Profar, he is acting as if he is in the box himself, facing the right-hander before he gets in the box.
Rolled over foul to even the count at 2-2.
After looking at his numbers now for his career and then talking to him, I can't believe this kid's 23 years old. I mean, it's like you're talking to a 10-year vet. His baseball acumen. What 23-year-old who's talented like that says, oh, I've got a plan coming to play? Usually it's just the talent that takes over, right? Swings. No, he's got a plan. He's got a blueprint.
Jammed is Profar. Pops it up left side. Iglesias on the short lawn and left will make the catch for out number 2. Now it is time for the Bounty Quick Stats. Most walks by a batter since the beginning of last year, 237, and he did have a walk his first time up.
Already paying dividends. As Donnie mentioned, the walk, the runs scored. 5 in the first for San Diego. Stay hot.
Talk about setting the tone for the night.
Yep.
A 5 spot in the bottom of the first inning. As Soto will take ball 1. Seen a lot of balls.
I love to see him in the box. I mean, we're
doing the Soto shuffle.
Oh yeah.
Up the middle, the shortstop Iglesias plays the high hop, and that is out number 3. 2 innings done from San Diego. It's 5-0 Padres. Let's check out the T-Mobile coverage cam. This was pretty cool today. These guys coming in and seeing Fernando Tatis Jr. getting early work here during the day. They checked out the facilities, the cages that are available. Oh yeah, then they played a little bit of hockey before getting ready for the press conference. Checked out the field, able to walk the entire park, and it's good coverage. Very good coverage, by the way.
I think looking down that right field line, Josh and Juan talking about how they can get out in front of something and send something to the Petco porch many, many times. Stay tuned for that one.
Jonathan Daza leading it off, and a swing and a miss for strike 1. Chasing that slider from Snell. Snell has done a great job. of mixing up the fastball and the slider so far here in the early going. A lot of fastballs, though, I can tell you that. Grounded foul outside of third. Six in a row retired by Snell, even split. He had 12 pitches in the first, 12 pitches in the second, and has retired the first 6 rocks he has faced in this game. Close pitch. Snell thought he had it, but it's a ball, 1-2.
Yeah, fewer than a handful of curveballs. Same with the slider, heavy on the fastball, as Donnie mentioned. Trying to put him away right here, just off the plate with the number 2.
To left field, and coming in is Profar, but that'll drop in front of him for a base hit. Leadoff single for Jonathan Daza starts things here in the 3rd inning. Now a quick word from Sequan Casino.
Sequan, make it your place to just chill. I made it mine. Make it yours.
Leadoff single by Jonathan Daza to start things here for the Rockies in the 3rd. Connor Joe now, the USD product, standing in on the right side. In left field in tonight's game, we've seen him at first base, seen him in the outfield. Very versatile player for Bud Black, and getting another start in left field in tonight's game.
Yeah, he's very solid all the way around. There's no doubt about that. He ran into that wall last night. 342 sign. Very hard on that home run. Covers a lot of ground out there.
'30th pitch of the night for Blake Snell. And it's a strike on the outside corner. Just got that edge. Nice paint.
Arm side fastball has been good tonight. It's touched 97. There's a 4-seamer. Yeah.
Good size lead for Daza at first base. He's got speed. Joe hits a fly ball to center field, sending Trent Grisham back onto the warning track to make the catch. Out number 1 of the 3rd inning. Struck well, but one of the deepest parts of the yard for out number 1.
Yeah, too high. That's an out. That's an 8 in your scorebook. Got in on him a little bit. Pitch was up. Sounded like he squared it up, but Trent Grisham is there. Can O'Corn.
1 on, 1 out. Lehiris Montero, third baseman, batting from the right side.
Ellie had a double yesterday.
Takes ball 1 away. One of the few hitters Snell has been behind. 189 so far in his first 12 games. No homers, no runs batted in. From the center fielder over towards right center. Lots of green grass in left center. Two 2-0. Play day baseball here tomorrow in the finale.
Let me guess, against the Rockies.
It's against the Rockies again. How about this place right now?
Oh my gosh.
Jammed.
It's always nice. You know, I always look up like right field, the upper deck, down the lines. That's a great sight all the way around. Look at that.
My favorite is looking out to Gallagher Square right now in right center.
Yep.
I mean,
it's packed.
I have never seen it.
Oh, Gallagher Square, how you doing?
Hello, everybody in Gallagher Square.
Yeah. Hey now.
3-0 pitch coming up. And that's in there for a strike. How about the top of the Western Metal Supply Company building?
Oh, it's a party.
Show it to me, Zach. Yes, thank you.
That's great.
I am not the director. Not even a good play-by-play guy. 3 balls, 1 strike. 1 out, 1 on.
How about a grounder right here?
To left, and Profar going back. That is going to be over his head, 1 off the wall. Plays the carom as Daza heads to third. Throw goes to second base, and safe at second base with a double goes Montero. Second and third now with 1 out in the inning. Quickly get over the head of Profar in left field.
And Montero gets to this fastball. That's in. Boy, that's a nice looking swing. Hands are in, pitches down and in, and he just rifles this ball. And once again, jerks in Profar in left. Plays the carom nicely. He's smelling double. But you know what? You better go because Profar is accurate and strong. You know, he was safe, but that's a good throw by Jerkson. Going getting that ball in the cap.
So 1 down, second and third. Charlie Blackmon coming up. DH from the top spot in the Rockies order. So second time through here against Blake Snell. Here against the Padres, a .307 average. He got 33 home runs in his career against the Padres. He's done some real damage over the years. Swing and a miss, and it's 0-2.
Ideal situation here, of course, is the strikeout. You don't put a ball in play. You keep the runners put at second and third. And there's the spinner. There's the breaky ball. Almost one-handed swing by Blackmon there. Front side opening up.
Slaps it foul down the left field line, out of play. Next pitch will be the 40th for Snell. An average lefties at just 205. Right-handers hitting at 230. 5 of the 6 home runs have come from right-handed hitters. th pitch coming up here for Snell. And it misses away, 1-2.
He might have that breaky ball in his back pocket, the one we saw earlier, for the swing and miss. Although Blackmon may be thinking that sweeper, then you freeze him with a fastball.
Fights it off. There's a fastball there at 97. Running in on the hands. Inning started with Daza singling to left field. Connor Joe flied out to the warning track in center. Montero doubling to left, so it's second and third now for the Rockies with 1 out. And Charlie Blackmon battling away, and if nothing else, driving up the pitch count here for Snell, who got through the first 2 innings on 24 pitches. Having to work a lot harder here in the third, just 1 out at the moment. Getting just a piece was Blackmon, lunging after that pitch.
Good extension right there by Blackmon. Getting another crack at it.
47% opponent miss rate on his slider. That's second best in the majors.
Look at that number on the bottom to quantify that 47%. Major league average 32. Snell way above it.
Blackmon staying alive again. What happens to Charlie Blackmon anytime he sees the Padres? Just his eyes light up.
It's a tough at bat, tough out.
A lot of strikes.
Yep.
Second and third, one out in the inning. Snell peering in.
Some hand gestures right there from Blake Snell to Alfaro. Runner on second. Don't want to get crossed up.
Going pitch calm here, straight up, huh?
Well, you know what? Alfaro's got his hand in his glove. What is he?
He's got the pitch calm in there.
Oh, wow. I've never seen that.
They're going to talk. Not sure if he's not getting the pitch calm, not
Have you seen that before? I've never seen that.
You can now place a deposit to become a 2023 Padres season ticket member. Members have access to the best seat locations, discounts, and invitations to special events. Visit padres.com/membership info. And Snell appears to be doing the bulk of the talking.
Yeah.
And Jake is doing the bulk of the listening, I would say.
This is a long discussion right here.
We're good. This will be the 8th pitch of the plate appearance for Charlie Blackmon. Seems like it's been more like 15.
Yeah. Well, Blake Snell's throwing the fastball, the curveball, and the slider. It's going to be 1 of 3. Now you got to boil it down to what type of location you want to throw said pitch.
That seemed to be what he was kind of motioning, right? Location.
Yeah.
Inside, outside. What do you want? 1-2 pitch. Line foul down the right field line. Kind of cleaned that out. But out ahead was Charlie Blackmon. This has been the toughest inning on the night for Snell, and still just the 1 out in the inning. Runners at second and third. Missing downstairs that time. 2-2.
Wow.
Another foul off to the left.
He is being a pest. Charlie Blackmon, pest.
He won't go away. Eleventh pitch of this plate appearance coming up. Ball 3 and a little slip at the end of that delivery by Snell. Appears to be okay.
Let's watch the follow through right here. Plant. What in the Mitch Williams is going on? Glad to see he's okay.
Second and third, 1 out. Full count.
Might see a breaking ball here. You know, you got Iglesias on deck, who's a tough out, mind you, but you got first base open.
Time call.
Oh. If it's a fastball away, the Padres are positioned in the outfield nicely with Profar over towards that left field line.
Line to center, but right at Grisham, who makes the catch. Tagging at third is Daza. Throw goes to third, and the Rockies are on the board. So a very lengthy plate appearance for Blackmon. He'll get a sac fly and pick up an RBI, his 60th of the year, and the Rockies get a run.
Hey, credit Charlie Blackmon. He battled. There were some pitches breaking stuff off the plate. Foul ball. Foul ball. He is short and quick to this one. Squared it up nicely. And the Rockies are on the board. It's Good plate appearance right there.
2 down, Montero at second base, and Jose Iglesias getting his second look at Snell. Struck out swinging in the first inning. 3 strikeouts on the night for Snell. Ball 2, 2-0. It's now 50 pitches for Snell. 35 for strikes, 15 for balls. And he was at 24 pitches through 2 innings. But this third inning, namely Charlie Blackmon, has been long for Snell. And so far, just the 1 run. Tap foul over by the on deck circle, and it's 2-1. Highest batting average this season, Jose Iglesias. With Goldschmidt and Freeman leading the list, but Iglesias at 313. Trey Turner, and then the Padres' Josh Bell. Fifth in that category, just over 300 at 301.
Yeah, tough to strike out, puts the ball in play.
Slap foul off to the right, not a play. 2-2. As Snell battles back.
Well, with the pitch count this inning, if Blake Snell can get out of this with just 1 run, he's going to look A-OK.
Pitch count took a hit, though.
Yes, it did. And even with 2 strikes, Iglesias, tough hitter.
Foul down the right field line, out of play.
See how quick he is to the baseball? I mean, you know, it's close, right? You got to protect. That might have been a ball off the plate, but he is quick to it, slapping it foul.
Every batter this inning for the Rockies has seen at least 4 pitches. Snell now going off the backside. Not sure he was having trouble again with pitch comm or not. Maybe Iglesias was having trouble with his elbow guard and getting it on, so Snell took a little bit of a stroll. Now ready with a 2-2. That'll bounce in. Alfaro blocks. No advance at second base for Montero.
That ball was well out in front of home plate. Nice job by Jorge getting in front of that one.
C.J. Cron waits on deck for the Rocks as they bat here in the third. Swing and a miss, and Snell strikes out Iglesias for the second time tonight. Rockies get a run after 2.5. It's 5-1 San Diego. Saquon Scouting Report sweepstakes. Follow at Bally Sports SD on Twitter and reply to today's Saquon Scouting Report with more or less using the hashtag Saquon Scout. Visit ballysports.com for full rules and details. Tonight's topic: if you think Juan Soto and Josh Bell will combine for 3 or more hits, reply more. If you think fewer than 3, reply less. Well, Manny Machado leads it off here for the Padres, bottom of the third, on top 5-1. Manny with a double his first time up, came around to score the Padres' second run. 18 home runs on the year for Machado. Jumps back out of the way. The knuckle curve didn't curve much. Three 3-0. He's trying everything now. Slider misses after the curveball missed.
And what might happen sometimes is pitchers trying to be too fine, right? Off the plate. Next thing you know, hitters count. And
he's swinging 3-0, drives it to left, and that's going to one hop. Off the wall, heading for second is Machado, and he will be out at second base. Still not running 100% right now is Machado, and he was thrown out at second. This looked like it hit a fan on a hop, but they didn't rule it that way. They ruled it like it stayed in the yard. We'll see here. This one hop's up, and I thought it hit a fan and came back. Maybe just the wall, maybe not the fan.
Nice play by Connor Joe, playing the carom in the throw to second base on the fly.
So no challenge from the Padres on the play. Single for Machado, thrown out at second base for the first out of the third inning. Trying to leg it into a double. There is Josh Bell. Bell walked in the first, came around to score the third run. Yep, definitely off the wall, no fan interference there.
Yep. You know, we interviewed Josh Bell after the press conference, Mike Pomerantz and I, and one thing that really stuck out was that really working on his chase rate, not chasing balls out of the zone, hence the 301 average coming into this game. Using the whole field. And you know what? That might rub off on some of the other Padre hitters. You never know. You get Soto in the clubhouse, you get in the cage, talking to Josh Bell, whatever. Hey, share some notes. Learn something from your teammates.
Pitch inside at 95, and it's 2-2. Tied for fourth in the National League in multi-hit games with 34. He is fourth in the National League in on-base percentage at .384. Pitch 54, cool. And it's on the ground to short. Iglesias around the bag at second. 2 down. And now a quick word from Fix Auto.
In today's world, supporting your community means supporting your local businesses. Fix Auto Collision Centers want you to know that they're locally owned and operated. Call or click to find a body shop near you.
2 down, last of the third, brings up Jake Cronenworth. Hit by a pitch with the bases loaded in the first inning. So he picks up his 53rd RBI of the year. And the Padres took a 1-0 lead that set the table for Brandon Drury. Brandon Drury did not get a press conference today.
No, he doesn't need a press conference.
No.
He just hits dingers.
He announced his presence with authority, hitting a grand slam.
I got your press conference. My press conference was taking a Polaroid in the Padres dugout with my teammates after that
Up
grand slam.
5-0 in the first. Who am I? I'm Brandon Drury.
It's a secret weapon, right?
0-2 pitch. Ground ball left side, and the shortstop Iglesias goes up into the air, but no chance. Cronenworth will reach. Infield hit. Brandon Drury's coming up. It's time for a play worthy of a Carl's Cam replay. First pitch he sees, grand slam. His 21st home run of the year in grand style. It is second career grand slam in the first. His first Padre, the first Padre to hit a grand slam in his first at bat with the team. So 2 down, Cronenworth at first. And Drury gets his second AB in a Padres uniform. Popped up, left side. Iglesias on the infield grass will make the catch and ends the inning. It is 5-1 San Diego through 3. Diego, this beautiful look at America's finest city. Beautiful sky, sun setting off to the left in San Diego.
Drink it in.
Jam-packed Petco Park for Game 4 of this 5-game series between the Padres and the Rockies. We had a day-night doubleheader yesterday that the Padres swept. They have taken the first 3 games of this series against the Rockies.
Isn't that beautiful?
Wow.
Like a watercolor. Lovely.
C.J. Cron to lead it off.
If I painted that, like just that shot right there, right? Just, I would call it cotton candy.
Would you sign it?
To Don. You are my cotton candy. Always sweet and fluffy. Love, Mud.
The fluffy part is true enough. 2-0 pitch. And that is ball 3. Snell wanted it. It was close.
Yeah, can't have any free passes. Check the location. Just off the plate. That is a ball.
That is a strike. Strike 2. Back to the gas again. Good downward plane.
I think that's a good call, Donnie. You mentioned that downward plane, right? That means he's getting on top and working out front. Sometimes he'll lose that fastball location on the arm side up and away to the righty. He stays down there. He's good to go.
Peppers it foul off to the right, out of play. Payoff pitch. And that is strike 3. C.J. Cron gets the bad news. He just struck out for the second time. Blake Snell with his 5th K.
It's a good pitch. Down and in. Right in the corner. Right on the corner. There's the slider. Here it is coming at you.
One out in the 4th. Brendan Rodgers grounded out to second base in the 2nd inning. Called the ball. Looked like a pretty good pitch. 9-game hitting streak for Brendan Rodgers. He had 500 during the 9-gamer. A couple doubles, a home run, 2 RBIs. He's played well defensively in this series. Gas away on a 1-1. On the outside edge.
I tell you what, you throw that pitch 7, 8 times out of 10, you're going to have one heck of a night. There's not much hitters can do. Yeah, they'll flare it out the opposite way once in a while, and then, but chances are you're going to get trying to hook it and get that ground ball in the infield. Let's try it again.
Yep.
Fastball
back
away.
Out there again.
Yeah.
Fouled off down the right field line, out of play, up into the upper deck. 97 on the gas. 66 pitches, 46 for strikes, 20 for balls so far.
Slider, keep it down.
On the ground up the middle and into left center field. 1 out base hit for Brendan Rodgers. And that is hit number 3 of the night for the Rockies. Join the Padres on Thursday, August 18th for this No Joe bobblehead. Thanks to Cox, arrive early to receive this limited giveaway to celebrate the first no-hitter in Padres history by San Diego native Joe Musgrove. Visit Padres.com/giveaways.
It's a great item.
It is. It's fantastic.
August 18th. I'll be here before you know it.
Line down the left field line. This one is headed foul into the seats. And again, the facial expression is that of Joe coming off. He's fired up. He just struck somebody out.
Yeah.
Or that might have been after the no-hitter even. Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Oh, it is. That explains this.
Yeah.
It's because it's meant to be.
Right.
Yes.
And you know what? There's been other times Joe has flirted with a no-hitter.
Yes.
He's going to throw another no-hitter as a Padre.
Oh, I bet he will. He's come very close a couple times. The one pitch is fouled off.
That's August 18th.
What are you doing?
Extending his neck a little bit.
You're going to pull his head off.
No, I'm not.
You can't do that.
Make it.
What are you doing?
I want to just make it bobble a little bit.
But you were
more.
like, you should have seen it. You were like 2 knuckles, like you were going to pull
Look
his
at
head
it.
off.
Look, he can look actually behind.
Oh,
him.
hey,
Look
wait
at
a minute.
Yeah.
That's kind of creepy.
Ah.
No. Your head's not supposed to go like that. The 2 pitch. Joe had any idea. Swing and a miss. Strikeout number 6 for Snell. 2 down in the 4th inning.
He broke out the curveball that time right there. More of like a 12-6 break, bigger break than the slider. Slider more of a sweeping type action, harder pitch. 8 curveballs on the night from Blake Snell.
Diaz flied out to center field. Trent Grisham in the 2nd inning. High for ball 1.
You know, Donnie, we have technology, right, where pitch counts and pitch usage, right?
Mm-hmm.
Blake Snell tonight, the changeup is in timeout.
No changeups?
No changeups. According to my website.
I wonder what factors go in. Like if he doesn't have it in the pen that night before the game, he puts it in timeout.
Yeah, it could be. Yeah. I'm sure he throws all of his pitches. I shouldn't say I'm sure, but I would think that a pitcher would throw in the bullpen and throw his. Yeah, yeah, sure. And
check them all out. See what I got tonight.
Check them all out. Absolutely.
That's the place to do it, right?
Yeah.
When you're warming up.
Yeah.
So maybe that's when he determines that he's going to put it in timeout.
Maybe next time down in the field in the dugout, talk to Snellzilla, talk to him about the changeup. Ask if it was indeed something he found or couldn't find in the bullpen.
Mm-hmm. How about his last outing? Do you remember off the top of your head?
I don't. I'm sorry, I don't.
I don't know how long it's been in timeout.
Yeah. Fastball.
No pitch calm now. And a 1-1 to Elias Diaz. 2-1.
No runner on second, so they're just going traditional signs here. By the way, 7 changeups against the Twins, thanks to the guys in the truck. Nice.
Strike call, got a call. Diaz didn't like it, and he's got an argument there. That appeared to be up.
Yeah, legitimate gripe right there. That fastball out of the zone for the called strike. Write the letters, huh? But Donnie, to answer your question, against the Twins, 6 innings, he threw 7 changeups.
Okay, so it wasn't a full timeout.
Right.
Pitch 75 in the night for Snell. And a swing and a miss. He strikes out Diaz. Ends up striking out the side. 7 strikeouts for Snell. It's 5-1 Padres. Padres baseball brought to you by your San Diego County Toyota dealers. We make it easy. By Sequan Casino. Watch the Padres all season long at Sequan Casino Resort with exclusive prizes, game tickets, and more. And by Palomar Health, named the world's best hospital by Newsweek 3 years in a row. Palomar Health is reimagining the entire patient experience. Brandon Drury with a grand slam, providing the majority of the Padres runs in this game on top 5-1. Jorge Alfaro about to lead it off in the bottom of the 4th inning. His walk-up music has just wrapped up.
El Rey, the king. Vicente Fernandez. That's great.
I have noticed a fair number of fans singing it now as he comes up.
It's very cool, isn't it?
1-0. Fly ball sent down the right field line, headed foul. And towards the corner.
I just thought of an idea.
Sure.
This would be great. Find out every hitter's walk-up music for the fans. Get to know that song, and when he steps up, start everybody, like 44,000, just start singing that song. How sweet would that be? That'd be fun.
Cool. I think as the year goes on, fans have, like they have, picked up Jorge Alfaro's. I mean, a liner into right center. Over is Grichuk. He'll throw it back in, but Alfaro has a leadoff single to begin the bottom of the 4th inning for San Diego.
Love to watch Georgie swing it and then use those legs, because for a catcher, he can get down the line. Every time the ball's hit to the outfield, fights this one off, hands in, head to the barrel the opposite way, and then puts some pressure on the outfielders with that speed of his, rounding first base.
Lead runner on for the Padres for the 2nd time in this game. And now Trent Grisham struck out looking in the 1st inning. Only strikeout for Chad Kuhl. Weathered the storm there in that 1st inning. Did give up 5 runs, but is not allowed to run since the 1st. Ball 1. Third career walk-off home run for Trent Grisham last night. And the first one since May 29th against Pittsburgh. It was the Padres' 8th walk-off this year. Line to right center. That's in for a hit. Alfaro and his wheels are headed to 3rd and beyond. Going to try and score. No throw. Padres take a 6-1 lead. Grisham doubles to the gap in right center, and Alfaro turns on the speed.
Oh, you smelled that one coming. Grisham goes down, gets a fastball, turns on it, splits the gap. Jorge Alfaro shows off his speed. Aquaman! Williams sends him home. Oxygen.
Ha-Sung Kim now with Grisham at 2nd base. Slaps it foul off to the right, out of play. With that double, it's an 8-game hitting streak for Trent Grisham. Drives in his 41st run of the year. Bottom of the order, chipping in now on a leadoff single by Alfaro. RBI double by Grisham. Now we'll see what Ha-Sung Kim can do. Takes the curveball for ball 1. Last 10 games, this is what he has been doing. 324 average. Double, triple, home run, 6 RBIs for Kim. Padres have added a run. 5 in the first, 1 so far here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Chad Kuhl coming in individually at 6-6 with a 4.59 ERA, 20th start of the year. Time call. Took a long time. Should be against the rules.
Yeah, Donnie doesn't like that.
Do you do that a lot? Hold the baseball?
Only if it was ordered. There was a sign like just hold,
really?
hold. Yeah. With a runner on first base.
Put that order on.
Roger Craig.
Really?
Larry Boa.
Foul down the right field line.
Home baby, Roger Craig.
If I was a manager, I would never put that on. Hold the baseball. It's brutal. Is it effective? Does it work?
It depends on the runner. You might get a little antsy. Then you step off. You get him in a pickle.
Reaches out, sends it foul down the right field line, out of play. Protecting the plate here, down 1-2. Chase that curveball, did Ha-Sung Kim.
Boy, defensively, Grichuk and right, shallow and towards that right field line. If Cool's going to pitch him away, he can try to spank something to the opposite field. Breaking ball in the zone, yeah, pull it.
Looks like Diaz has the pitch com in his glove too.
Yeah.
Must be a new thing we just didn't notice. One-two pitch. Swing and a miss. They elevate at 95, and Kim chases and strikes out. It's only the second strikeout for Cool, but it's out number 1 of the 4th inning. This copyrighted telecast presented by the authority of the San Diego Padres and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the San Diego Padres.
Oh.
One out, Grisham. Grisham at second base. And Jerks and Profar coming up.
Wow.
That is what he does with runners in scoring position, hitting at .312. 5 doubles, a triple, 5 home runs. As he looks at strike 1, I don't think so.
Way off the plate. And you know what? If equipment manager TJ Laidlaw is watching down in the clubhouse, hey TJ, see that belt Jerkson's wearing? Well, you got that in a 52, I'll take one. That's a sweet belt.
The one pitch is up and in. What you mean 55?
Hey, 55 will work.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what I thought. You don't want to make it too tight.
Isn't that a sweet belt, though?
Very nice.
That's awesome.
Like a little bit.
I like the yellow ones, too. They would match my runners that I wear.
One is in the dirt.
Those gold shoes that I wear. There it is.
Grisham with his lead at second, a run in here for the Padres in the 4th. And a strike called, and again, I don't think that was a strike either.
Yeah, 2 pitches out of the zone for Profar, called strikes. And high off the plate as well, huh? Wow, yeah, that's a ball. Boy, see Jerkson, he was motioning high even before.
Time called. He was instructed to hold on to the baseball. And Soto waits on deck. Pitch 70 coming up for Chad Kuhl. Fouled off over by the Padres side of things, first base way. Padres housed on the first base side at Petco Park.
That belt for Jerkson is the C-3PO Star Wars belt.
I didn't realize he wore a belt.
Well, he didn't, but it's like the like his the color.
2-2 tap foul. Yeah, you weren't around for Star Wars weekend. You were on one of your vacations, right?
That's right. I think so, yeah.
Tony Gwynn Jr. and I worked together on one of your 7 vacations in your contract.
Hey, there's a battle here. 2 pitches off the plate for strikes, fouling some pitches off. Get a good one to rip somewhere.
You got to go after that because it was called a strike earlier.
Absolutely right, Donnie. This one's in off the plate. So, yes, you have to offer.
Trent Grisham at second base, 1 out, a run in. Profar in a battle here with a count of 2-2.
Nice.
Fouls it off to the left.
Way to battle. Get that good pitch and drive it somewhere up the center, split a gap.
9th pitch of the plate appearance coming up. Profar making cool work in the inning. Phones are out throughout the ballpark. Jam-packed Petco Park. Cool.
It's very.
Swing and a miss, and Profar strikes out. Back-to-back strikeouts now for Cole, 3 in all. And there are 2 outs in the 4th inning. Let's take a look at StatCast powered by Google Cloud.
Juan Soto. Talk about Juan Soto, what he could do with the bat. Home runs. How about this season? 21 of them. Talked about him using the whole field. This is the beauty of Juan Soto. Look at that, foul pole to foul pole. He takes pride in taking the ball the opposite way. Said that in press conference today. Comes up here with a runner in scoring position.
A walk, a run scored, grounded to short in the 2nd. On the ground right side of the backhand goes Crone, covering the pitcher Cole for the out. That will end the inning. Padres get a run on the double by Trent Grisham. It's 6-1 San Diego. How about Jorge Alfaro picking him up, putting him down, scoring from first base and putting the Padres on top 6-1. To the 5th we go. Bottom of the 4th inning on top 6-1. We move to inning number 5. And back out there is Blake Snell, 75 pitches deep into his outing. Jonathan Daza leads it off and fouls it off. Swung so hard the helmet came off. It's Daza, Joe, and Montero. 7, 8, and 9 in the inning for the Rocks. Look out. Grounded foul into the dugout. The Rockies are housed on the third base side. I think I got a piece of Dave Magadan.
Ugly finder.
That's not nice. Dave Magadan's a very good looking gentleman.
There's Mags. Love Mags. He's so cool, calm, collected.
You really yelled out ugly finder?
Yeah, I did.
Is that what you said?
Yeah. And I'd say it to his face.
Wow. Did he go? Apparently not.
I remember throwing BP to Dave Magadan as a Padre.
Were you?
There's a breaking ball.
Were you throwing your best stuff?
Oh, yeah. Trying to get in their kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, you bet.
But it was batting practice for them.
Yeah. Just like my career.
1-2 pitches, grounded foul outside of third.
Got him out front of that breaking ball. You know that Blake Snell has that good fastball still, 96, 97. Let's see if he goes down and away, arm side. Here to Daza.
Fouls it off down the right field line. 5 runs in the first for the Padres, a run in the bottom of the 4th. The lone Rockies run coming in the top of the 3rd inning. 1-2 pitch from Blake Snell. On the ground, up the middle, here comes Kim. On the run, and in time for out number 1. Well, the Rockies' offense terrific at Coors Field, not so much on the road. At home, they rank first in runs per game. On the road, second to last in the majors. 29th batting average, first at home. 22nd on the road. OPS, similar story. 27th on the road. Home runs, 8th at home. 29th on the road.
Tale of two teams, huh? It's unbelievable. It really is.
Gives you an idea, the Coors Field factor.
Yeah. We talk about it all the time. Another subject we've talked about is what type of pitchers works best in Colorado. Well, they've tried every formula, that's for sure.
I'm still sticking with sinker ball pitchers.
Yeah?
Yeah, that's my theory.
You know what? That's not a bad idea. I think in this day and age, I'm thinking higher fastballs, power fastball guys with the big yacker.
Because of the launch angle factor?
Yeah, guys will chase up. But then again, you get hurt on that high pitch as well, right there. The ball being.
I just don't want a guy who's a contact type pitcher pitching there.
Yeah.
I mean, contact there is not going to work for me. Because contact can go to the forest, into the woods.
But your thought is contact guy, sinker guy, keep it on the ground.
Everything on the ground.
Pitching coach Don Orsillo for you.
This one is fouled off down the right field line, out of play.
Okay, pitcher's up against the wall, right? He's scuffling. 25 pitches. You walk out of the dugout. You're the pitching coach. What are you telling your guy?
All right,
you got
first of all, you got to be better. Let's start there, okay? I'm going to go with the lane changer, the two-seamer. All right, on 2. And then I'm back to the dugout. This one is fouled off down the right field line. So far, you stink. I'd be very honest. I think honesty is the way to go there.
I think guys want their coaches.
Guys are out there, they try to pump them up and
hey,
pump
you're
up their
okay.
tires. No, I'm not into that. Listen, I'm all about reality. Truth hurts. Your stuff's hanging.
Yeah. You know what really upset me, and this happened quite a bit because I was horrible. Anyway, I'd come to the dugout maybe after giving up a 6 spot, right?
Yep.
I really disliked it when guys would come and say, "Hey, you're all right." No, I'm not. I just gave up a 6 spot. Don't tell me
You're
that.
fine. You're fine. Yeah, you're good.
I'm going to punch you right in the throat. I'm not all right.
In the throat.
I'm not all right. 6 spot. No, backing up third 5 times. Hey, you're all right.
That's great.
No. Save it.
Did you punch anybody in the throat?
No.
Okay, good.
No.
Good.
I was exaggerating there.
Kind of like assault a little bit. 3-2. Strike 3. Strikeout number 8 for Blake Snell. 2 down in the 5th inning.
You got a call there. We've seen it both ways tonight. And this on the breaking ball. 82 off the plate.
Four in a row. Retired by Snell, 3 by way of the K of the last 4. And Elio Harris, Montero will take strike 1. Montero with a double in the 3rd inning. Top foul, 0-2. Curveball that time from Snell. Here's the breakdown. 31 pitch 3rd inning. Jumps out at you. That was the inning in which the Rockies put together a run. Charlie Blackmon had like a 26 pitch at bat in that inning. I think the number was like 14, right?
That'd be a
13?
record. I think Brandon Belt held that record at 22. Remember, it was in Anaheim.
Yeah. Swing and a miss, and he strikes out Montero. 9 strikeouts for Blake Snell. 6-1 San Diego. Vince Scully Avenue as the memorial there really today from fans wanting to pay tribute to Vin Scully, who passed away last night, 94 years of age, for his 67 seasons with the Dodgers. And Irvin Magic Johnson tweeting this today, Dodger Nation. Today we lost Los Angeles and Major League Baseball legend Vin Scully. Vin was the voice of the Dodgers from Brooklyn to Los Angeles for over 6 decades. Manny Machado to deep left field. Back at the wall. Man, oh man, oh Manny! Home run number 19 of the year puts the Padres on top 7-1.
This season for Manny Machado, on the first pitch, he hits .475. Well, chalk up another home run. 3 home runs this season on the first pitch. It's a hanger, and you hangy. Oh, he will bangy. And the Padres add on.
Josh Bell takes a hack at a pitch on the outside edge.
.475 average on that first pitch for Manny Machado.
You know, it's got to be a jolt to Machado, too, just a boost, just to look around and see some other All-Stars that he just saw. The All-Star game now in his lineup.
It's going to make everybody better.
I mean, he's kind of been doing it on his own for a long time. And now he's got some protection around him. He's got some help.
As I mentioned earlier, I think the walks are going to go up. The slugging percentage is going to go up. As a pitcher, okay, you look at this lineup, right? Profar's been lighting it up. Leadoff. I better get Profar out because guess who's on deck? Soto, and I don't want to pitch to Soto with Profar on base. And then you think, and then you start thinking about Manny, and you're not even done pitching to Profar yet. How's that going to treat you between the years, right?
Bell with another walk down to first base. Second time he's walked in the first, walks here in the 5th. Josh Bell walking, and Jake Cronenworth coming up. Cronenworth hit by a pitch, picked up an RBI with the bases loaded in the first, reached on an infield hit in the 3rd.
And how about Jake? Okay, batting 5th, right? You've got those hitters in front of him. Talk about RBI opportunities.
High fly ball, deep right field. Is he going to go to the Crone zone at the wall? Gone into the Crone zone. Home run number 11 of the year. It's 9-1 San Diego.
Padres fans getting a lot of exercise tonight, sitting down, standing up, sitting down, standing up. Time to stand up again. It's hit very high. Good effort by Grichuk. How close? Just out of his reach.
On top of the wall and gone. Two home runs in the inning for the Padres. Lead off for Machado. 2-run shot for Cronenworth. 9-1 San Diego. Brandon Drury with a grand slam in his first at bat in a Padres uniform in the first inning. Fly ball center field. Daza going back. Will have room. Shy of the track, makes the catch for out number 1 in the bottom of the 5th inning. Alfaro is grounded out to second, single to right, 1-4-2. Pops it up, first base way. C.J. Cron headed over and makes the catch. Out number 2 as Alfaro fouls out to the first baseman. Action for the first time in the pen. Chad Smith just got called up. All the pitching they had to use in the day-night doubleheader yesterday, and really in the first game of the series, there's a real need, and so he is up in the pen, and he just got up after Chet Kuhl allowed his 9th run of this game. 2 outs now for Trent Grisham. Rockies going to a shift on the right side on Grisham. Grisham has struck out and doubled. A long one for Chad Kuhl. He gave up 5 in the first. And Bud Black just sticking with him here and trying to get as much out of him as he can. 2 home runs allowed in the inning. Strike 1. Two and 2. Grisham has homered in each of his last 3 games, tying a career high. Bouncing in for ball 3. Sung Kim waits on deck for the Padres. It's been a 3-run bottom of the 5th inning so far. Swing and a miss, and Grisham strikes out to end the inning. The damage has been done, though. 2 more home runs in the inning for the Padres. Manny Machado starts the inning with a solo shot on a breaking ball. Then Jake Cronenworth says, "I'm going to the Chrome Zone." Padres have a 9-1 lead.
6th inning of work, and speaking of Blake Snell, he's got it working tonight. He's got 9 strikeouts, and look at that. 3, 3, and 3 equals 9. The slider 3 times, the 4-seamer and the curveball 3, count them, through 5. Now, those ones in the middle, yeah, guessing maybe another pitch. Sneaks it by him with the 4-seam fastball. The slider, keeping it down. He will elevate the fastball, we know that. He will work down with the slider, and there's the usage tonight. Fastball, slider, curveball, heavy on the heater. Mixing in the slider and the curveball nicely. The changeup still in timeout. Don?
Pitch 93 of the night for him. Starts things here in the 6th inning. Top of the order, Charlie Blackmon has grounded back to the mound and hit a sacrifice fly to center field. It's Blackmon, Iglesias, and Cron in the inning. Ooh, didn't get the call. Looked like a pretty good pitch.
Wow. Light it up. Ball.
Popped up, foul ground over his Manny Machado, but no play. 4 or 5 rows deep and behind the screen. And now a quick word from Ballast Point.
At Ballast Point, as far as we're concerned, the perfect day should always be filled with sunshine, good beer, and baseball. Cheers, San Diego.
Oh, how precious is that?
It's awesome.
That's great.
On the ground, a one-hopper. Out goes Cronenworth. Turns and fires. Out number 1 of the 6th inning. You can hit it anywhere, but you cannot hit it to the Crone zone.
And he played that one very, very nicely. This ball hit sharply on the one hop. Jake realizes that, you know what, I don't want to play it on the short hop. I'm going to back up and play the big hop. Hit hard enough to where he can gather himself and then fires a strike to Josh Bell to retire Blackman.
One down in the 6th inning. Jose Iglesias, 0-for-2, has struck out twice, both times swinging against Snellzilla. Wanted that, didn't get it, and it was a ball. And as this inning begins, mentioned Snell came into it with 92 pitches. This will be an even hundo, and there is action in the pen for the first time tonight. Swing and a miss. 1-1. The action is Tim Hill. Center fielder Grisham over towards right center field. Gap in left center. 70 strikes of the 100 pitches for Snell. And a ball away. 2-1. Blake Snell coming in individually at 3-5 with a 4.43 ERA. Into his 13th start of the year for the Padres. Strike 2. Here's the breakdown we're just talking about.
That's good. That's great.
Grounded foul into the Rockies dugout. And looking around, make sure everybody's okay. I think hit the back wall and came back out again.
Another ugly finder? There's Mags.
I'm going to go down and tell Mags
Tell him.
what you said to him. The fly ball out to left center field. On the move is Grisham. He's calling. He's catching. Out number 2. Bring your backyard barbecue to a Padres game this summer. Petco Park is the perfect place to have fun with friends, family, and colleagues. Visit Padres.com/groups to learn more. 108, the highest pitch total on the year for Blake Snell.
And when the pitch count gets up around that, I look for location. You look for velocity. Still hitting his spots. Is the velocity still there?
And what is it you see?
Working downhill. I still see it there.
Opposite field and a base hit for C.J. Cron. Went up to get that. It was up. And he takes it the other way for a base hit. Breaks up a string of 7 in a row retired by Snell.
Yeah, Cron getting that first pitch fastball and all over it. As you mentioned, Don, up. And we've talked about Cron and his ability. You know, he can hit for average, taking that ball the opposite way. He's hitting 514 on the first, 514, that is, on the first pitch this year, C.J. Cron.
Two down, Cron at first. And Brendan Rodgers, a 1-for-2 night for the Rockies' second baseman. Gets jammed, pops it up into short right. Cronenworth going out, coming in from right field is Soto. 6 innings for Blake Snell. We played 5.5, 9-1 Padres.
So it's a very unique player. These guys just don't get dealt. It's 23 years old. Somebody that's, he's been the best, he's, if not the best, one of the top hitters in the game. Kind of changes our identity, and you need these types of players if you're going to win a World Series.
And that was A.J. Preller on what makes Juan Soto so special. He really is a generational player, and he's only 23. And to Preller's point, you feel a different sense of excitement and intensity here today. That's what great players can do. They can elevate a team no matter who the other players are around them. And Don Mudd, it starts to build a culture around here where these guys expect to come out and win every night. They expect to get in the playoffs, and that's the kind of culture that these Padres are trying to build here, guys.
Absolutely, and the time is right now. I mean, it is, well, you got 2 months left here of the season, basically. And it feels like that tonight. I mean, it has instantly changed. The Padres jumped out to a 5-run first inning, kind of set the tone, night one, and enjoy a 9-1 lead here as we head to the bottom of the 6th inning.
Donnie, there are guys who play 10, 12, 15 years, don't even get a sniff of the playoffs, right? Let alone a World Series. This guy right here, his rookie season, World Series champion, right? You can't tell me that he wants to do that every year now, because your first year, you're spoiled. You win it all.
Well, once you get a taste.
Once you get a taste, it's game on, and he wants to bring that to San Diego. A.J. Preller, Mr. Seidler, the whole organization. That's a big piece of the puzzle right there.
Nice, Snellzilla. Nice job tonight.
Yes.
Fly ball, center field, where Jonathan Daza is there to make the catch for the first out of the inning. Catch the Padres action from Jerome's best seat in the house. Sign up for a chance to win at jeromes.com. They did. What a night.
Yeah.
To have Jerome's best seat.
I mean, it's all good. You're in the best seats. It's hoodie night, and the Padres are winning 9-1.
Did they ever find you a hoodie, by the way? I know you were looking for one last week.
I did get one.
Oh, you got one? Okay.
Yeah.
They were struggling trying to find the...
What do you mean, my size?
Yes.
Oh, no.
Oh, they didn't?
No. They've got to call the manufacturer and put in a special request.
I thought maybe they could put two together or something. Or like... One out and Profar. 0-4-3. There's a new pitcher, by the way. This is Chad Smith. Another Chad. Chad Kuhl's out of the game. This is Chad Smith. Chad Kuhl was touched up for 9 runs in 5 innings. And here's the numbers for Chad Smith.
This Chad Smith out of Ole Miss, 27-year-old. Sinker slider changeup, 96-97. Only his 4th game. Was just recalled from AAA Albuquerque today. The Isotopes in Albuquerque.
Foul back, and it's 2-2. Jurickson Profar has been quiet tonight at the plate. He's fouled out to third, popped out to short, and struck out swinging. 0-for-3 in the ball game from the top spot in the Padres order. Juan Soto waits on deck in this Padres 6th inning. Lined and picked nicely by Iglesias, the shortstop. Well, he has been picking it for a long time in the big leagues. He is an outstanding defensive shortstop. 2 down.
Yeah, that's not an easy play. Plenty of time to circle, crow hop, and fire across for the out. Very nice play.
2 down in the 6th inning for Juan Soto. Ball 1. Soto walked in his first plate appearance in a Padres uniform in the 1st. Grounded to short in the 2nd. Bounced out to first base in the 4th inning. There he is in the 6th with the bases empty and 2 down. (2-0). About the OPS against bullpens, relievers. Best in the majors. In there for a strike, grab that outside edge. Talked about his chase rate earlier. He's got a really good eye. Right on that same outside edge, 2-2.
Yeah, backdoor breaking ball right there. That's a nice pitch. Some hitters will give up on it, thinking it's a ball, then bang, right on the outside corner with that late break.
On the ground foul outside of first. Out ahead. Well, this is all-time OPS plus through age 23. Ted Williams, Ty Cobb, Mike Trout, Stan Musial, Albert Pujols, and Juan Soto. Talking about all Hall of Famers right there. 2-2. Not close. Slider that didn't slide.
You might see another breaking ball right here.
Manny Machado waits on deck. 2 down here in the 6th inning. We have the Padres on top 9-1. Ball 4, and Soto walks again. First walk allowed by Smith, the third handed out by Rockies pitching. Well, it's time for the top tier play presented by Arco. Last time Manny Machado was at the plate, did this on the breaking ball from Chad Cole, connected on his 19th home run of the year.
That's what happens when you throw a hanging breaking ball to Manny Machado.
Single, double, home run, RBI, 2 runs scored. It's a triple for the cycle. He's never had a cycle in his career. Padres have never had one at home. On the ground and diving at second base is Rogers. What a play. That ball was by him and he fully extends, makes the grab and robs Manny Machado. 9-1 Padres. Baseball brought to you by Petco, official partner of the San Diego Padres. By Circa Resort and Casino. And by Nissan. Things are heating up at the Nissan Thrill of the Drive event. Find the one online or at your local Nissan store. Well, it has been a fun night for the Padres, and Padres fans welcoming Juan Soto to Petco Park and San Diego. And the Padres have a 9-1 lead as we move into the 7th inning. New pitcher on for San Diego, Tim Hill into the game.
A lot of room to work with. 9-1 lead. Tim Hill enters his 36th game. And Donnie, I know we've been talking a lot tonight about the acquisition of Juan Soto as we take a look at the numbers for Tim Hill. A lot of breathing room, which is good for the bullpen. But it's a vibe downtown tonight that has been, I think, unmatched that I've ever felt for a home game for the Padres.
Wow, that's quite a statement.
It's when Juan Soto went out to warm up.
Yep.
You and I were up here, and it was like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
And then when he stepped up to the plate, oh my gosh. And the anticipation for these fans, and these fans are so deserving, the Padre fans.
And you know, tonight when Snell went out to warm up, that was the loudest I've heard an ovation for a starting pitcher since what I guess the return of Joe Musgrove.
Yeah. But for a regular season game, weeknight, it's been pretty special.
There's a ground ball pick by Hill. Flips to first for the out. One down in the 7th inning. Randall Grichuk right back to the pitcher, but Tim Hill says no.
I think this ball found his glove as we take a look. Hockey shoot, glove saving a beauty.
One out in the 7th, and Elias Diaz coming up.
It was 106 coming at Tim Hill off the bat.
It's a return to sender.
That was Elvis, right?
I don't know.
Return to sender, address unknown. No such number, no such phone. John, back to you.
The 1-0 is going to miss for ball 2. 2-0. Yes, the truck would rather you did not sing songs that we don't have rights to.
I did not sing.
We don't have rights to that song.
Quoted lyrics.
You were kind of singing.
If you call that singing,
well,
I'm in trouble.
Have you heard you sing?
You have.
Yes, I have.
Hey, you know what my philosophy is? Dance like nobody's watching and sing like nobody's listening.
That's ball 4 and a 4-pitch walk to Elias Diaz. You know, I forget all the time about our 6-hour excursion to Peoria where we drove. I don't know why we did that, but we decided to drive back to spring training together. That was unbelievable. I mean, that was
some of the best 6 hours of my life.
Unbelievable. I think, how many videos came out of that drive?
Oh, I was doing like every like 15 minutes.
I mean, there had to be like 12 to 14 different videos. I don't know if they all made it on Twitter or not.
You were bouncing off the guardrails. They're going through the
No,
mountains.
I wasn't. You're very critical of my driving.
It was Toupee Tuesday as well.
That's right. That's right.
We broke out the
toupees.
toupees.
Out the toupees for the first time. I do think yours was more subtle than mine.
Oh, you had the flow working.
Oh, I loved it in the wind too. When I was able to roll down the window. Oh, God, I wanted that for so long. No 2-pitch. Like, I would never get a convertible with my Moss the way it is right now. No. So it's just like it'd be all over the place. What little Moss there is, it'd be everywhere. But if I had that, oh my God, the flow, it just. Whoosh. Didn't go. That was great. I watch that video all the time just to get that feeling back again.
Did he go?
No.
I don't think he did. I think his momentum kind of brought the bat around, so not a swing.
2-2 is fouled off.
Speaking of flow.
Oh, see, that's what I'm talking about. That's exactly what I need.
Is he in a candy bar?
I don't know. Probably. Protein bar.
Energy protein bar there. I'll tell you, that's a big kid right there, Shamanaya.
Huge. 2-2 pitch coming up to Daza, and he goes opposite field, and that is going to dunk in for a base hit. Look out. Soto's throw to second base, not in time. I was relatively close, though. He was coming in, and he noticed that Diaz had to play about halfway just in case that ball was caught. And Soto comes up firing, but in safely is Diaz at second. Daza will reach at first base with a base hit.
Yeah, one of those tweeners where it's between and the runner, like you said, you got to hold up because it's a force play. That ball hits the grass, you got to go. Jam shot up and in. The deke there comes up firing.
Two on, one away, and Connor Joe, his third plate appearance of the game. So Blake Snell tonight, 6 innings, 4 hits, 1 run. He didn't walk anybody. He struck out 9. Really good.
Great night in the big leagues.
To third, backing up is Machado. His throw picked by Bell on the other side. Good play, both ends, 2 down.
Manny putting on a show down at the hot corner. Folks, I'm telling you, this is not an easy play, even for Manny Machado. He reads it, kind of backs up, short hop. Looks at second, no, uses the bounce to Bell. We've seen that act before.
How about the stretch by Bell?
Yes, the big kid. Just getting Connor Joe. I tell you what, this pitching staff, oh, yeah, they see it each and every day, but still you got to shake your head. It's like, oh my goodness. That cat is good down there at third base.
Second and third, 2 down, and look out, back goes flying. into the seats. Up over the screen. Everybody appears to be okay.
Well, that's a launch there. It looks like everybody's okay, and that's the main concern. It looks like it hit the top of the netting. Changed its direction. It's a foul bat.
So I think they got to take it back here and they give it back to her after the game. I think. I don't know. We'll see. Not sure what the policy is on that.
Yeah,
She's not going to let it get out of her sight, though.
Yeah, I'm not sure either.
I'll go with it. I don't know what the rules are. 0-1 pitch coming up here. Runners second and third. And a ground ball foul. Watch your face. Montero gets his face out of the way. Ball and 2 strikes. With Diaz at third, Daz at second, 2 down here in the 7th inning. Elevates and strikes him out. Montero strikes out. 7th inning stretch. Padres have a 9-1 lead. Some D turned in by Manny Machado. Good play on the other side. The good pick, the good stretch. 9-1 Padres. Over the Rockies as we head to the bottom of the 7th inning. It's time for the Kia player profile. With Josh Bell leading it off. 29 career games against the Rockies. Some good numbers. 35 hits, 321 average. And he will take a look at ball 1 from Chad Smith back out there again. 24 RBIs, 24 runs in the 29 games against the Rockies. Two 2-0. Versus fastballs, both very good. Soto and Bell. Well, the rest of the Padres not so much. 22nd in Major League Baseball before they arrived. So not good numbers against the fastball, but the additions, yes indeed.
Well, you can see what Josh Bell's trying to do there with pitches away and elevated away, trying to go that way to left field. Always liked this kid ever since he was a Pirate. Remember Gregory Polanco, Josh Bell.
Fouled off to the left. Steven Wilson up in the pen. You know, I don't expect 9 runs every night, but you start thinking about the bullpen and their kind of usage with this many runs on a regular basis. I mean, they're going to get a lot of rest, I think.
Yeah.
Swing and a miss, and Bell strikes out this time. First out of the 7th inning. First strikeout for Chad Smith since coming into this game. And now a quick word from Knockaround Sunglasses.
Want a perfect pair of sunglasses for your every occasion? Hit up the Knockaround Custom Shop. With over 1 million possible combinations, why not get a pair for every you?
1 out in the 7th inning, and Jake Cronenworth coming up. 2-hit night, been on base 3 times.
You know, we talk about the Padres slugging as well quite a bit, right? You like to see the slugging numbers go up. Well, by my count, 8 hits tonight, 5 extra base hits, 3 home runs. That'll win you some games.
5-run first kind of set the tone. And a run on the 4-3 in the 5th. Strike called, even the count at 1-1. Next to Brandon Drury's grand slam in his first at bat in a Padres uniform. Back in the first inning. Slider that time from Chad Smith, fooled Cronenworth. Fouls it off, stays alive. Off the glove of Diaz.
These are ones you can't practice, for a catcher to hang on. Sometimes it'll find the pocket.
I think he went. They check. Yes, he did. Adrian Johnson rings up. Jake Cronenworth back-to-back strikeouts for Smith here in the 7th inning. And there are 2 outs in the inning.
Tough to hold up on this one. Breaking ball down and in. Looked like the way that Diaz was set up, he wanted to backdoor that one. Still gets the punch out.
So 2 down. Brandon Drury mentioned the grand slam in the first inning. Since then he's popped out to short, flat out to center. Strike 1.
That's a good 2-seamer right there from Smith.
Second inning of relief for Chad Smith. And a base runner to reach, a walk to Juan Soto in the 6th inning. And that one hit him. So they hit batsman with 2 down.
That's that movement of that 2-seamer right there, in off the plate.
Two outs. Drury at first brings up Jorge Alfaro. Well, the numbers are in on the attendance tonight.
What do you got?
44,652. 44,652. It is the 19th sellout of 2022.
Thank you, fans. It's awesome. He called that a ball?
He did.
Oh my gosh. That caught like lot. He boxed it. There's a frog with the tennis racket, but still, how does that call a strike? I don't care if it bounces off his grill.
I think that gives you an idea of how much they rely on the catcher where he catches it, to be honest with you.
I got bad umpiring, quite frankly. If you need a catcher to catch the ball and frame it for you, I got bad umpiring. Hashtag truth.
2-0 pitch. And their first strike, 2-1.
So what you're saying, if there's a ball like right down the middle and he boxes it?
You may not get it.
Wow.
Just saying.
Yeah, no, I hear you.
You go the other way. How many do catchers bring back into the strike zone, framing a pitch that they get that call because of where they caught it?
Yeah, and I got bad umpiring on that as well.
Okay, so there you go. But it happens. Swing and a miss there for Alfaro, 2-2.
In fact, I've said this before. If I was umpiring and I saw a lot of catcher's mitt movement, I wouldn't give it to him. Big hack from Alfaro. Out in front of that one. That's telling me, oh, you're trying to help your guy, huh? You're trying to bring it back? Ain't happening.
Did you ever think about going into umpiring when you retired?
We've talked about. Oh no.
Oh no. No.
I would. We've mentioned this many times. I would love in spring training maybe go to one of the backfields.
Well, you want to do it now?
Get on the gear.
Yeah.
I want the pillow though. That's the only way I'll do it.
I think they make pillows.
Sure they do.
Where?
You can find them. Go on Amazon right now and find them.
1975 call. Swing and a miss, and Alfaro strikes out. Smith ends up striking out the side. We've played 7. It's 9-1 San Diego.
Take a look at some old friends, the Washington Nationals. Daniel Vogelbach, a long home run for the big guy.
Yeah, grand slam. It's his first home run as a Met. It's his first RBIs as a Met as well. And everybody's talking about the Atlanta Braves in terms of their pursuit of a wild card spot, but really they're only 3.5 games back of the Mets in terms of taking that division and playing some good baseball. So it's going to be a fun stretch run for both those teams.
I thought the Mets were going to cruise this one. They were leading 8-0. They end up winning 9-5, just the same as Bob was talking about the standings there with the Mets in the lead over the Braves at 3.5 games. It's a wild card race that's really shaping up right now. The Braves have the top seed right now at 6.5 over everybody else. Remember, 3 teams, guys, in this National League are going to win wild cards, unlike 2 in years past.
All right, thanks very much, Mike and Bob, as we move along here to the 8th inning. The new pitcher, Steven Wilson.
It's worked out well for the bullpen. Some breathing room. Leading by 8. Steven enters his 32nd game. Nice first pitch breaking ball there. He's got that slider we talked about. He's also got a changeup and a four-seamer. Colorado native, Steven Wilson.
Fouled off to the left, out of play. 0-2. Charlie Blackmon tonight has grounded back to the mound. A sac fly to center. Grounded down to second his last time up. All that was against the Padres starter, Blake Snell. In 6 innings, giving him just the 1 run. Wilson taking over for Tim Hill, who worked the 7th inning. 1 inning, 1 hit, no runs. Walked a batter and struck out a batter. Two and two. Blackmon, Iglesias, and Crone scheduled to bat here at the top of the Rockies order in the top of the 8th inning. To center field, and Grisham goes from left center to right center without a problem.
Regional Mexican phenomenon Grupo Firme is coming to Petco Park on Saturday, August 27th. Get your tickets at Padres.com/Grupo.
1 out in the 8th, and it brings up Jose Iglesias. Fouled off down the first baseline. Oh, 2 pitch. Iglesias reaches out, fouls it down the right field line, out of play. Struck out swinging in the first, struck out swinging in the third, for flying out to center field in the 6th inning. And all that against the Padres starter tonight, Blake Snell. Now the Padres have used Tim Hill for an inning, and now Steven Wilson as the first out of the 8th. Day baseball tomorrow, the finale of the 5-game, I don't even want to call it a series. It's like a week worth of baseball against the Rockies.
5 games, 4 days, right?
Yes. It's time for the Verizon projected starters for tomorrow's finale. Kyle Freeland, 6-7. Joe Musgrove, 8-4. We'll get started at 12:30 with Padres Live, the pregame show. And it is the Don and Mud show.
Yeah, can't wait for the big show, and
then us.
Yeah.
Our open will hit the air at 1 p.m. You don't want to miss the open. You never know what we're going to do.
Yeah. It's always good stuff, though.
2-2 is
Did
fouled
I hear
back.
a little snicker there? Kind of
No,
no,
not at all. I have a feeling I know what the open's going to be tomorrow. It's probably going to be a lot about what we saw here tonight.
Offense, home runs, slugging, new additions, what they have contributed.
Right. And then I think topic 2 will probably be Joe Musgrove.
Why not?
Yeah. What his recent numbers are.
Brandon Drury.
Well, he'll be part
Look
of the
at
first
Snellzilla.
one. Yeah.
He's all smiles.
Jammed in, a little pop-up. Bell will run it down in foul ground. 2 down in the 8th inning. Josh Bell going to get it. 2 away.
The big fella over at first base. First of all, Wilson getting in the kitchen right there to Iglesias. Easy play for Josh Bell.
So 2 down, and that'll bring up C.J. Cron. Struck out in the first, struck out in the 4th, singled to right field in the 6th inning. One of the 5 Rockies hits and make it 6. It's now for the Rockies, and the second of the night for Cron.
You know, I'm going to make a suggestion, and maybe our producer,
you're going to mix up the open.
Stephen Rose can work on this.
The Clippers guy?
Yeah, the Clippers guy. As we take a look off the plate from the big kid Crone. Yeah, he uses the whole field. Since Snellzilla pitched well tonight, maybe we can have him on tomorrow during the game from the dugout. Put the headsets.
Possible.
We haven't talked to him in a while.
We could ask. We can always ask the club.
Yeah.
So he's going to send an email right now.
Look at Annie in the background, scouting everything out. Annie, are you okay? Are you okay, Annie?
I'm looking at how he's really talking to Brandon here. You know what I mean? Really making friends. He's introducing himself, giving him the lay of the land. He's probably telling Brandon, hey, if Don and Mud want to talk to you, let me give you some pointers, guys. All right, let me give you some tips.
Well, he wasn't happy last time we talked to Mania, remember? He was like all mad. So he's probably telling him if they ask you, don't do it, because I'm going to do it.
Let him know that Blake wants to talk first, okay?
It's kind of his show.
There's seniority.
Andy, if you get close enough to Blake down there, kind of ask him, hey, would you be willing to go on tomorrow with
Andy,
Donnie?
you don't have to do that. You don't have to do that. That's not your job,
Sure,
Andy.
she can.
And you know what, Andy? You don't work for him. So
He would ignore me for the longest time yelling his name. Let's just say that, okay? And then he'd kind of look over and give me the head nod. So I'm not sure how close I could get here.
in there for a strike, and it's 2-1. Email has been sent. I was just told from the Clippers guy, our producer. So we'll see now. He's got some decisions to make. We're going to talk to those guys tomorrow. Might not. I don't know. We will ask him about the changeup being in timeout, though, right? That's fair game.
That's what I want to ask him.
Line and caught. Oh, no. He dropped it, but fires to first. And Josh Bell bails him out. That had a chance to be real ugly. We go to the bottom of the 8th. 9-1 Padres. And those were the bright moments of the game, brought to you by Knockaround Sunglasses. Well, we move on to the bottom of the 8th inning. And a new pitcher in now for the Rockies, Carlos Estevez.
Veteran right-hander for the Rocks. Scoreless in 9 of his last 11 since July 5th. Lefties hitting .264, righties .222. Enters his 42nd game. There's a strikeout in that arm as well. 34 in 35 2/3 innings of work for Carlos Estevez.
Trent Grisham leading it off and fouling it back to the screen for strike 1. Connor Joe has moved from left field to first base, giving C.J. Cron the rest of the night off. Some other defensive changes here for the Rockies. They're in a shift right now, which adds to the fun. Grisham fouls it off, 0-2. Garrett Hampson is in the game. That's actually left fielder Sam Hilliard, who is now taken over for Connor Joe's move from left to first. And Garrett Hampson is now in at shortstop, so Iglesias comes out of the game. There's Garrett Hampson. Played center field earlier in this series. 0-2 is strike 3 to Grisham. Strikes out for the 3rd time tonight. First out of the bottom of the 8th inning.
Well, 3 pitches from Estevez right there, taking care of Grisham.
Sun Kim 0 for 3. He's grounded out, struck out, flied out to center. This one fouled off to the right out of play. Omar Mazara has come out on deck. He would bat for Jurickson Profar. Bill Krismat up in the Friars pen. Estevez taking over for Smith, who went 2 shutout innings. Didn't give up any hits in the 2 innings he pitched. Quieted the Padres offense after they got to Chad Kuhl, the starter, went 5 innings. And the Padres registered 9 runs. (2-2). And a base hit into right field. Ha-Sung Kim taking it the other way. His first hit of the night. A 1-out base hit for Kim.
Well, Estevez goes down and away at 99, and I tell you what, that's picture perfect right there for Kim. Short on the backside, just getting that barrel out to the outer half, spanking it that way for the big league knock.
1 out, 1 on, and Omar Mazara to pinch it here for Profar. .275, 2 homers, 18 runs batted in. Profar's night is over. 0 for 4 at the plate tonight for Profar. And Mazara may have gone. Yes, he did. Interesting to see what happens here to Mazara's playing time now that you get Soto here, of course, but also the return of Will Myers.
Yep. A lot of decisions to be made.
Mazara, of course, logged the bulk of the time in right field while Myers was on the IL and rehabbing. Of course, Will coming back, playing 3 games in a row at first base.
And playing it well.
Yes, looked like he really was enjoying himself, too.
Yes, he was.
Playing first base. Popped up, and it will land harmlessly foul over by the Rockies dugout and into it. Don't forget to stream Padres baseball all season long on the Bally Sports app, presented by Coors Light. One-two pitch is popped up foul. Whoa, that's pretty close to us.
Did our high home cameraman John Bodecker just catch that on the fly? Did you catch that, John?
Oh no, John Downing did.
Oh,
yes,
yeah,
very nice.
Nice catch, John. Friend of ours. Nice catch, John. Give it to a kid, yeah.
That is strike 3, and Mazzara strikes out, second out of the 8th. No strikeouts for Estevez, the 2 outs. And the other kid stole.
That was nice of John to give that kid a ball. Look at that. John is a very good friend of Donnie's.
We have had a couple dinners with him in the offseason,
yes,
right?
Yep. Very nice
generous
man.
with his giving.
Yes, to the foundation.
The Padres Foundation.
Yeah. He and his wife Tracy, right?
Yes. Estevez always works hard, 1-on-1 with that last fastball to Juan Soto. The 0-1 pitch. It's going to miss. The Marine layer rolling in, but as it did last night, same deal.
Yeah.
Look up there to the light towers. Marine layer. Ball 2, 2-1. Line to right and a base hit for Soto. Heading first to third is Kim. And the Padres have runners at the corners. The first hit in the Padres uniform for Juan Soto.
This one leaks middle in, and he can turn it around. 101, doesn't matter. Locked, loaded, let it fly. Nice level swing. It's only a matter of time.
Will be authenticated. First hit in the Padres uniform. Swing and a miss for strike 1. Matthew Batten pinch hitting here for Manny Machado. Enjoy the rest of the night off, Manny.
Yeah.
He earned it.
Did I see a costume change as well?
Yes, I believe so. Yeah, I don't think he was wearing that on the field.
Yeah. Well, it looks like there's no jersey underneath either. Just a little t-shirt type pullover hoodie.
1-1 crank foul off to the right out of play. Grisham struck out to begin the inning. Kim singled to right. Nomar Mazzara pinch hit, struck out. And Juan Soto with a single to right, first and third, 2 down. Fouled off the mask of Diaz.
Oh, that got the umpire
Oh,
too.
the double.
Like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ball 2 strikes, 2 down. Runners at the corners here for the Padres. In the last of the 8th on top, 9-1. Having some trouble with the pitch comm situation. Can't hear it. Now he can. Estevez, the third pitcher used tonight, all 9 runs. In charge of the starter, Chad Kuhl. Two and two.
Batten's got to be thinking right field as well. That slider down the way, that fastball, like Kim spanked it to right field. There's a run out there. It's an RBI for Batten. So he keeps it away right here.
Swing and a miss, and Batten strikes out to end the inning as Estevez ends up striking out the side. We go to the 9th. It's 9-1 Padres.
Well, it's all about slugging tonight for the Padres. In the first inning, a grand slam of newly acquired bat of Brandon Drury. Let's go quickly to the 5th. Solo shot off the bat of Manny Machado. Now Jake Cronenworth. It's not over yet. A solo shot in the 5th as well. Long ball has been the story tonight. There's a new vibe downtown for the brown and gold. Oh, it's been all good. It's been some kind of nice for the Friars. 9-1. Padres, we go to the top of the 9th, and Bill Chrismat enters the game. Mr. Everything, Mr. Reliable enters his 38th game. Opponent's hitting .219 off the right-hander in 48 innings.
Randall Grichuk, first hitter he will face. As Chrismat, pitcher number 4 tonight for the Padres. Popped up down the right field line. Josh Bell will give it a look, but it's back into the seats. Randall Grichuk 0 for 3 in the game tonight. Has struck out twice and grounded back to the mound. It's got a lot of spin on it, but it will stay foul. 0-2. Defensive changes for the Padres. Matthew Batten, who pinch hit for Manny Machado, takes over for him defensively at third base. And Omar Mazzara, who pinch hit for Jurickson Profar, takes over for him in left. Most of the times we've seen Mazzara in the outfield for the Padres this year, it's been in right field. But not the case tonight. Swing and a miss, and Bill Chrismat strikes out Randall Grichuk. First out of the 9th inning.
There is the signature changeup from Chrismat. There's the grip. There's the movement. There's the swing and miss.
One out in the 9th. Elias Diaz now batting for the Rockies. He has fly to center, struck out, walked on the night. In there for a strike, 1-1.
Hammer time.
Quality control coach Ryan Flaherty. Some really good quality tonight.
Oh, it's under control.
was the acting manager for a while, too, don't forget.
Yeah.
This one is grounded foul outside of third.
There's Francisco Cervelli, along with Bob Melvin. Yeah, really hard holding back the smiles after tonight, huh?
2-2 pitch coming up to
love it.
Elias Diaz.
Love it. Hopefully we see a lot of that.
Foul back to the screen. So are there times where you intentionally try not to smile?
It's just that if it's a good situation, happy, it's really hard to hold back the smiles. You can't because it's a happy situation. Right. It seems like, look at even the trainers are smiling. Sean Manaea, a little smirk. Yeah, he's happy, see? It's hard.
Three balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. And it's chopped to third, Batten at third. 2 down in the 9th. Well, at one time tonight we had 44,652 at Petco Park in San Diego. And the Friar faithful will stand as one. Two down in the 9th. Jonathan Daza. Ball 1. Daza single to left field in the 3rd, grounded out to short in the 5th for a single to right in the 7th inning. I don't know how much fun the Rockies had tonight. I doubt they did. Swing and a miss, 1 and 2. I don't think Bud Black had any fun tonight.
And no smiling in the Rockies dugout. It just goes to show you, right?
But they're not trying to hold him back.
Well, I know because it's hard to smile because you can't. They're getting it handed to him tonight.
1-2 pitch. On the ground, foul outside of third. In the dirt, and it's 2-2. Matt struck out Grichuk, got Diaz to ground to third. And that is strike 3. Padres win. Well, a nice victory for the Padres in tonight's game. 5-run first inning, a grand slam for Brandon Drury in his first game. First at bat in a Padres uniform. As the Padres take this one 9-1. Bill Krismat likes finishing games. He was fired up. Oh, yeah. It's a 9-1 Padres win. They've won the first 4 games of this 5-game series. It's time for Padres Live, the post-game show. Mike Pomerantz, what's in store?
Donnie, everybody stick around. Coming up on the big show, if you missed it, you're going to see that reception for Juan Soto here. The place was electric, and you're going to hear from another new Padre, Brandon Drury, next.